This is RFM 99.9, and the whole of this month of July, we have been talking about doing good. And this is a blessing that God has given us, and He's placed upon us. He's placed it with us for us to be able to do good, for us to be able to spread, extend His nature to other human beings. There's a reason why God has placed you where He has placed you. There's a reason why God has allowed you to be where you are today. There's a reason and a purpose as to why God has given you the gift He has given you today. There's a reason and a purpose as to why God has placed you in that job where you work today. In that business. There's a reason why pali business yako iko. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for your placement in this earth. There's a reason for you being alive today. There's a reason as to why you're placed along that place you're placed in. Nothing happens by chance. Nothing happens kihobela hobela. There is a reason as to why you're where you are. At that time you're there, and at that place you are in, there is a very good reason. And God has placed this in you to be able to be a blessing to people around you. Now, I remember, throughout my life, I've had seasons. I'm at different seasons of life. And I remember this one particular time, I got a job. That was in 2009. I was working at a hotel in Kikuyu. Na pale nilikuwa waiter. And as I was serving there, just doing my job, so many people would come my way. I would meet so many people. Kuna mse angekuja asubuhi aniambia ni aje boss, manze leo saa hii ni asubuhi sijapata kakitu, lakini naweza kunywa chai nitakuletea do nikifanya job. And I remember this one particular gentleman who came in there one day, and he came in and he sat pale kwa kona, and I was serving some other customers, and I saw him enter na akaka kwa meza moja ilikuwa kwa kona, and I finished serving these guys nikaenda kumkuta, and he asked for just a few minutes. Akaniambia dakika tu kidogo, I'd love to have a conversation with you, sio mrefu sana, but mimi kenye kimeleta hapa hivi bro is that I'm going through a tough period of life. Na kuongea ukweli, nimekuwa nikitafuta kazi, nimezunguka huku kote, nimetafuta kazi sijapata. But hata hiyo sio kitu imenileta hapa hivi. Mimi niko njaa, and I haven't eaten for a week. Na najua sifai kukua hapa pale nimekaa, sifai kuwa nikikuongelesha kuhusu shida zangu, lakini ile kitu imenileta hapa, this is the only place ningekuja. Na kuomba tu kwa hiari yako, nisaidie na kitu ya kukula. That's all I need. Now pale kwa ile hoteli nilikuwa fanya job, nilikuwa nalipo 150 a day. And I looked at this guy, and deep down in my heart I felt I needed to do something. Because not every day as I worked there kulikuja mtu kaa huyo. It is just this one particular day. Ever since I worked there, hakukuwahi kuja msee mwingine. That was the only person who came in and just shared with me briefly, na akaniambia tu ile kitu tu anahitaji ni food. Kama tu naweza mpea, yani itambless na ataweza kupata nguvu ya kwenda kutafuta kazi. Long story short, nikaenda hapo and nikamuuliza ungependa kukula nini? This and this and this is what we have on our menu. Nini ungependa nikuletee? And he said, akaniambia kile aliniambia. Of course mimi nikaenda hapo and I served him the food, nikamwambia ni aje, that is on me. So kwa mshahara yangu ya hiyo siku nikakata hiyo dish hapo. Now I didn't know, I had never met this guy before. This was the first time I was meeting him. I didn't know about the future. I didn't know about anything else that was ever going to happen. But deep down, I just did what I could do within the power, within the placing that God had given me. And this brings us back to the word that I shared last week. Do not withhold good to anyone whom it's due, and especially if you have, if you are in a position, if you have the power within you to do so. Today I want to read from the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse number 16. This is still another word about us doing good. And this is what the Bible says. This is the NIV version. Do not forget to do good and to share with others. For with such sacrifices, God is pleased. Do not forget to do good and share with others. For with such sacrifice, God is pleased. Let me look for another version, the New King James Version. Do not forget to do good and share, for with such sacrifices, God is well pleased. It reminds me of yesterday I was seated somewhere. I was just having tea. Masaa saa kumi, I was nilikuwa kwa garage. I was having my bike fixed, and I was also nikasikia tu yani nataka kunywa kachai, so I went into a nearby hotel hapo, and I was having tea, and this guy came around. Kulikuwa na msee alikuja, alikuwa anavuta glue nini, and he sat on the other side. Akaniambia, buda ni aje manze, nataka tu chai. So nikaambia huo mwenye hotel, ombe ni aje serve jamaa chai, the bill is on me. And he came into the hotel, and there were other guys there, and they started complaining. They started complaining, wakisema huyu jamaa manze ametuharibia hewa bana, we ni aje bana, we sasa ni nini unafanya, huyu jamaa sasa ametuharibia hata environment, hata sijisikii kukula tena. Deep down in my heart I just felt, you know what, I don't care about you, nyinyi siwajui. This guy has been here, he came here, he sat there, nyinyi mlikuwa hapa ndani, but in my heart I just felt I want to do good to this guy, and I did it. I didn't preach to him, mio ikuwa kazi yangu kumuhubiria. I didn't tell him sijui God la, apana. All I did was just share what I had with him, and I left. The Bible tells me here that with such sacrifices, God is pleased. Anytime you do good to someone, God is pleased. When God places you in a place where He has placed you today, He has placed you there so you can be a blessing, so you can do good, so you can spread His love. The Bible says, as Jesus was almost dying, He told His disciples, they were worried. Sasa ukienda tunabaki na nani? Nini. And it was a time where kulikuwa na a lot of persecution, especially to His disciples. And Jesus sat down with them, and He told them, when you're persecuted, rejoice, for they shall know you by your fruits. They shall know you are my friends. They shall know that you are called of me. They shall know that you're children of God by your fruits. What fruits are you giving in life today? Right where God has placed you. Hapo paliwe uko sahi. What fruits do people know you for? Do people know you for doing good? Do people know you for complaining? Do people know you for being rude? When ule tu ule mse. Or do people know you for your love? Because you listen to them, you embrace them, you talk to people. Hebrews 13 verse 16 is our word today. Do not forget to do good and share with others. Whatever little you have, whatever you yourself unaona ni kidogo, to someone else it is much. The reason I shared with all these guys, the reason I was working in this hotel and this guy came in and I was able to give him food is because at one point of my life, I was in his position. Nilikuwa hapo sijakula wiki mzima. Not because I'm lazy, not because nimekuwa nikifanya kazi, but haikuwa na matunda. As I told you on the first Sunday of this month, just go back to a few of these videos. Hapo tu nyuma you will see this week's reflection. I think it was the first Sunday of this month, the 4th, if I'm not wrong. And I shared with you and I told you, I used to go to a hotel, naingia huko nyuma masaa ya jioni, naambia tu hao waseniaje, serve me all the leftovers you have because I have not eaten anything this week. Sina do ya kuwalipa, mimi nipatieni tu zile zimetupwa. I don't know if that is what I used to get or not, but mi nilikuwa pata tu a nice hot plate ninakula and I go my way. And that would serve me for a whole week. And when this guy came into the hotel in 2009 as I was working as a waiter, and I gave him that plate, it reminded me of where I used to be many years before that. When this guy was walking around pale hapo just outside the hotel as I was sitting in, akaketi hapo akaniambia, boss, nibaie tu chai. It reminded me of back in the day when I was going through such a period where no one wanted to be with me. Mahali nilikuwa naingia hivi kila mtu anatoka because nanuka jasho, nanuka moshi. You know, I was in a bad state of life. But someone did good to me. They did not know that one day I would be seated behind this microphone and talking to you. They did not know that one day I would be this far in life. Even I myself did not know that one day ndaketi mahali kama hapa and be in a radio station and talk while you listen. I didn't know that. I didn't have a voice then. Do good at all times. Especially if it is within your power. Just do good. Whatever is little to you might mean the world to someone else. I've shared these stories over and over and over again because this is the stories of my life. And I want to share this with you because I desire for us to begin to live a life of abundance, to begin to live a life of sharing and doing good. Let us be known for doing good. It doesn't matter where you are. Mimi niko hapa kwa radio and someone would come in and tell me, hii ni music yangu. And I just play it. Because I'm in a position to do it. Nisipocheza, okay, akileta hapa nikose kucheza, mimi nitasaidika na nini? There's nothing. I'll just play another song here. No one knows. But as long as God has placed you where you are, He has placed you, do good. Kuna msee anaweza kuwa anapita hapo anauza kitu wenyewe una feel tu yani umsee Kenya anauza, I may not need it. Just buy it. Support huo msee. Let's be known as people who do good. Wherever we go in life, wherever we are, let us be known as people who do good. In that building you work in, kuna msee pengine anakujanga akiuza fruits. Kuna msee pengine anakujanga akiuza just some tiny things. Wewe kwa mind yako unaona hiyo mimi sihitaji. But you do not know that guy, hiyo kitu anauza ndio anakuja kukula jioni. Just do good, buy it, give it to someone. Enda kwa mashawa matunda, nunua matunda kwake. Be a blessing to him. Masha, msee akikuja hapo hivyo, hana kitu, ajakula kitu, anataka tu mpatie tu kachungwa tuende akikula. Mpatie. I told you there is a lady hapa kwa stage, anaitwa Wajogona. Back in the day wakati nilikuanga na Hawk movies, kuna time kulikuwa kuna kauka. Na every time nikipita hapo alikuwa anipatianga ndizi. That was back in 2010. And until today that lady, for me, hata nikipita hapo, hata kama even the fruits that are bought in my house, I make sure they are bought from her. Hizo siku singeweza kununua. Look at me now. Every time my wife goes to the market, anambia pitia kwa Wajogona, make sure amekuuzia mandizi. Many years ago, hiyo ndizi ndio ilikuanga chakula yangu. Nilikuwa hakuwa anajua. Alikuwa ananiambia, "Oh my son, karibu sana, shika kandizi." Nakula napata nguvu ya kutembea. And today I'm here and I can proudly say she was a blessing to me. She did good to me. Even when I could not do anything for myself. Today, things are different. Remember, at the end of all this, one thing I want you to remember as you do good, with such sacrifices, God is pleased. When you do good to others, God is pleased. Let this be at the back of your mind. Every day, hata ukiamka, whatever business you do, and you decide, leo I want to do good to this guy, just do good. Whenever you do that, God is pleased. Not man. Huo msee hata ataenda tu, he will be, ata feel poor, but with those sacrifices, God is pleased. Let you be known as somebody who